So if you're anything like me, your air conditioner is getting quite the workout these days. Whether it's your air conditioner or your fan, everything is going full blast because it is hot. But here's the good news. In a little more than a month, can you believe it? It'll be fall. And then we'll get to talk about the cold weather and complain about that because, that's what we do. It's the cycle. But you know what? We want to talk about getting your home prepared for the fall weather. And if you want to know some of the best tips and tricks for that, all you have to do is stay tuned. Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Scan FYI. So yeah, it is hot. It is very hot, but soon enough, it's going to be cold. And that's why we want to talk about preparing your home for fall. And who better to do that than our friends from New Jersey Natural Gas. And I'm joined today by Gary Pavarnik. Hey, Gary.
Good morning, Andre. How are you doing this morning?
Well, I'm doing good. I've got my air conditioner going. I've got 2 fans blowing on me. I'm very comfortable.
That's great. Great to hear. With this weather, you really do need the air conditioning, right?
Yeah, I feel like this is really, well, this is unusual. This is crazy hot. But, as I said, soon enough, September 22nd, I believe, is the first day of fall. And not that it's going to suddenly be cold on the first day of fall, but at the end of the summer, I feel like this is the time when we have to talk about getting your house ready to be comfortable for the winter, because that's the goal. The goal is to be comfortable in your own home, right?
Absolutely, Andre. You couldn't have said it any better. Getting ready. Don't wait. Don't wait for the cold weather because that's the worst time you can wait for cold weather. You want to test your equipment before it gets cold out. This way, if there are some concerns, you can get them remediated.
Just like you'd want to make sure your air conditioner worked, you wouldn't be testing it out on a day when it's, 114 degrees, okay? So we say the same thing about the fall. I mean, now is the time. Now is the time to be ready. So, Gary, what do we do? How do we get ready?
Okay, a couple of things you want to do is, as we said before, we want to try our system before we really have to put it on. One of the things you want to do is basically maintain your equipment year round for the heating season, for the cooling season. Maintenance is a very important thing that can save you a lot of money. One of the easiest things you can do as a homeowner is to basically check your filter once a month. That's something that's very simple. And in doing so, you can assure that your equipment is going to be performing at its best.
Right.
And a clogged filter, not a good thing, that's for sure. You're going to make your system work harder no matter what the season. So doing the furnace filter, checking it once a month, it's something that'll really help you out.
So here's my question. So we talk about checking your filter, which is obviously one of the easiest things that anybody can do. But what are you looking for when you're checking your filter? Are you going to see that it's dusty and dirty? How do you know?
Absolutely, Andre. When you take your filter out of your furnace, there is a filter compartment. All furnaces have them,
Right.
And there are various filters too. So when we want to identify what type of filter system we have, and if it has to, you look at the manufacturer's recommendations. There are some pretty good filters out there. They can last for 6 months without needing any kind of replacement. But those are the more elaborate ones, expensive ones. Most customers and homeowners basically have your simple cardboard filter.
Right.
And as you said, you can just slide it out, look at it. And if it's dirty, and you will know for sure. I mean, I've been to homes doing energy audits and took a look at the filters, and my goodness, Andre, you would not believe what I saw. And that does impact the system. So that's the easiest thing to do. Check your filters at least once a month during the colder months.
So when you a little safety question, when you go to change your filter, should your air conditioner be off?
Well, you don't want anything on, whether it's the heating or whether it's the cooling, because you got air blowing through there. And now you're trying to pull your filter out and you got the air going through. So that would be a great idea just to turn your system off and it'll make it a lot easier to remove the filter.
Okay. Safety tip.
Safety tip, yep. Make sure
Okay.
your system is off.
All right. So changing the filter, I mean, that's an easy thing to do. What else do we have to be aware of?
Well, one of the things you want to be aware of is your ductwork. If you do have an HVAC, which is basically forced hot air, as opposed to a boiler that doesn't have any ductwork, it's got the,
Right.
the water pipes and whatnot. You want to make sure your ductwork is properly sealed. Let's just take a very simple situation. You have a basement, your ductwork is in the basement, and basically that's what brings the air to your home to make you comfortable, depending on the season. So the ductwork, just as a rule of thumb, it's something that I'm not going to say it's poorly manufactured, but the way ductworks are designed, you're going to find there's going to be some holes. Some of the holes where it's put together are bigger than others. So ductwork, sealing that up will eliminate leaking air into areas that you do not want the air to go to.
And
So
that
in a-
makes sense. Yeah.
Yep. So in a basement, it's very easy to look at your ductwork, and believe me, when you see those holes, you'll be like, "What the heck? This must be what the guy was talking about." And there is some products that you can purchase. There's mastic paste. There's a tape that some
Duct
people don't
tape.
recommend it. No, not duct tape. Funny as that may be, but there is some rated tape that you can use, or you can call your contractor, and see if they would be willing to come out and seal your ductwork for you, or some of the programs that we have. You could participate in them. We'll talk about a few programs in a little bit, but yeah, ductwork, caulking around the windows, caulking around your doors, anywhere where there's air leakages. So, it's one of those things that'll keep the drafts from coming into your house.
Something that I found that was extremely useful, well, you gave me the idea actually, was those little foam plates that you put on for your where you plug in the wall. God, I don't know the right term for that.
Yes,
The
as a matter of
outlets.
fact, I'm prepared. So what we got here are those little gaskets.
I was
Okay.
very surprised how efficient they were, especially when you have walls that are outlets that are on outside facing the walls, facing the outside of the house. And I could always feel the cold. And now I don't.
Absolutely. Now, it's very important to start with your outside walls, but you don't want to neglect the inside walls, the outlets, because those are just cavities where the air leaks up to your attic. That the little gaskets, like you saw, they fit right over your outlets, depending on the type of outlet you got. There are a couple of different styles, so these are very, very good at saving you money. Outside walls, take care of those first. Just like you said, you can feel on a windy
Yeah.
day, and boy, oh boy, people don't think about those things, and that's simple.
Yeah, because I think people always want to know, well, what can I do myself? That's easy. And I feel the same way. And I guess if you do all these little things, you are going to make all these little things add up to a big difference.
Absolutely, you couldn't have been more right on that.
I mean, that's whether it's your air conditioning or your furnace, your heat or your cold. You got to make your house, you got to get rid of those drafts.
You got to get rid of those drafts, and by doing that, you're bringing your comfort level up. So that's the important part. How comfortable you're going to be in your house. How can I make myself more comfortable? And these little do-it-yourself projects are very simple. There's any number of ways to get these packages of these little gaskets. We have a marketplace you can go to. You can go to your favorite home store, or hardware store, and you can get those. The first thing you want to identify is what type of outlets do you have? Because as I mentioned before, there are two different types.
Right.
So you want to make sure you get the proper ones, and maybe spend a day, do one room. The next day, do another room. It won't take that long, but you don't have to do it all at once. Over the course of maybe 2 weeks, I did my entire house. I could have done it a lot quicker, but I'm like, you know what? Let me just do it. I'm done with this room. Let me go to the next room. And if you're really energetic, you can get it done the whole day, but
And
that's something that's up to people.
the only tool required is a screwdriver.
That's it. That's it.
There,
And
I can do it. It's that simple.
that's right. Now, one of the things I just want to let people know is, when people think of those outlets, they think about, oh my God, there's electricity there. I'd be, well, I'm not going to say shocked, but I'd be surprised if somebody injured themselves. These gaskets, you take the plate off, you put the gasket on, you put the plate back. Some people question whether or not they're safe, meaning, won't they catch fire? No, they're fireproof. They're not going to catch fire from an electrical outlet. So let's put that to rest right away. They are very safe. Otherwise, we wouldn't be telling you to use them.
Yeah, really, guys. Wow. Well, of course, New Jersey Natural Gas and the SaveGreen project, and we've got the putting up the website up on the screen. You've got a whole weatherization program. We should tell folks about that, how they can take advantage of that, because maybe you don't want to do it yourself, or maybe you're just not sure what needs to be done.
Absolutely, dear. What we have at the SaveGreen project is we have two different type of programs that you can participate in. Actually, there's three, but there's more than three, as a matter of fact. We can go on and on about the programs. But the important things that we have are we touched base on this in the past, is the QHEC and the QHEC Plus. What that is the quick home energy checkup, okay? And then the quick home energy checkup Plus. So the difference between those two, QHEC, which is the quick home energy checkup, you can make an appointment, with the SaveGreen project. We will have one of our auditors come out to your house, and they'll do a walkthrough with you and show you where you can save money, help you identify opportunities where you could just do those simple projects like we were talking about.
Right.
You could take it to the next step where we talk about programs. Well, we have on-bill repayment programs. We have, rebate programs. So these things will all be explained to the homeowner, by the auditor for the quick home energy checkup. Now, the quick home energy checkup with a plus, basically what that is it's a $49 audit. And then the auditor does a real in-depth analysis of your house. They will test things. They will check for gas leaks. And one of the most important things they can do is a blower door test. Okay, and what that test does is it tells us where the air leakage is taking place, and we can identify that and then come up with solutions. So that's just a little bit more enhanced than the QHEC by itself, which is a quick overview of your home. And we introduce you to programs, and then you make the final decision as the homeowner. Hey, I want to participate in these programs. I can get 0% financing on top of rebates for qualifying equipment.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, those are the two programs we have there. One of the other programs we have, and this program just started last year around this time, is the Home Weatherization Program. What this program is, it's a free program for qualifying individuals. It's for low to moderate income, and it's very generous. It's a very generous program. You don't have to be on any kind of assistance or anything like that. As an example, a family of four can make up to $111,000 to qualify for this program.
Very good. Very generous.
That's very generous.
Yeah.
So you can go to the website that we were talking about before, NJNG SaveGreen.com/weatherization.
Right up on the screen.
Yep. Great. That's great. You can self-certify. You can fill out that form and know whether or not you're going to be able to qualify. It's something that, it involves up to $6,000 of free weatherization work if you do qualify. And a lot of people do. We've been seeing this program really taking off. And what would be done for the $6,000 are things like insulation, air sealing, the ductwork sealing that we talked about, and other energy saving measures. So there's a lot of stuff that can be done to your home, and there's no cost to the homeowner, providing they qualify. So it's
And
a
of course,
very
down the
generous.
road, you're getting new equipment, which is going to definitely be more energy efficient than your old stuff. It's going to be more efficient to run. You're going to save money. And again, all go back to, you're going to be more comfortable in your own home. Why wouldn't you take advantage of that? And the QHEC Plus, you said, was $49.
That's $49.
That's about the best $49 you might be spending. Yeah,
Absolutely, absolutely. And they can give you a detailed report
yeah.
about what you can do to make your home more energy efficient. And then, take it to the next step. The on-bill repayment program, with the rebates, very generous, very generous.
Well, thank you for that, New Jersey Natural Gas, a company that is very community minded, I would say, because when we save energy, everyone wins. We do.
Everybody wins there, saving energy, that's what we do. We just don't bring the gas to your house. We want you to be comfortable. We want you to lower your bills, believe it or not, lower those energy bills. A lot of people will say, well, why do you want me to use less gas? Or won't you want us to use more gas? No, we're not that type of utility. We want you to save. A happy customer is a comfortable customer, that's for sure.
And I do feel like, well, even if you wind up getting a whole brand new air conditioning system or a heating system, it's still in your best interest to do all these little energy fixes, these little seals like the gaskets and whatnot, because even with the best system, you still could have energy leaks in your house that you still need to address. And that's all part of having an efficient system at home.
You're absolutely correct there. With the weatherization program, it does address, again, insulation, air seal up. The $6,000 will go a long way. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't include the equipment. Okay, but when you do those other measures, it's going to make your home more comfortable. Additional insulation,
right?
The duct seal up. There's light bulbs that are included with the weatherization program. There's a lot of things that can help you save energy. Your utility, the best thing you want to do is find out what your utility is offering. Not everybody has New Jersey Natural Gas, but statewide, these programs are just what I said, statewide. So check with your utilities, make sure that they have these programs for you. But our programs, we got them.
And I do want to just mention, because obviously there are some people that have all their heating and cooling with electric. You're 100% electric. And I just want to mention, check with your electric utility, because they also have programs to help you, save money, get rebates, and again, make your house more comfortable. So this really applies to everyone.
Absolutely. QHEC and QHEC Plus is kind of a statewide program that all the utilities do participate in. And certain individuals, they use electric. They might have a heat pump. Okay, that's basically an electric appliance. So check with JCP&L or PSE&G, South Jersey Electric, whatever your utility is. I would probably say reach out to them and find out what type of opportunities are out there.
Definitely. I mean, saving energy is saving money. And these days, I don't know anyone who doesn't want to save money. No.
That's for sure. One of the easiest ways, getting a smart thermostat. If you can get a smart thermostat, that could save you potentially up to 10% on your energy bills. Smart thermostats, you can get them through our marketplace. Our marketplace is very generous when it comes to the thermostats. They have the EcoBees, they have the Nest thermostats. So there, there's something worth exploring.
Now,
And
Gary, if someone doesn't know what a smart thermostat is, if you would kindly just explain, what is a smart thermostat?
okay, what a smart thermostat is it's a thermostat that basically has its own little brain. And what it does is it kind of identifies your daily activities. What do you do? Um, Most people, well, maybe not today's date, go to work. So they leave their house and they leave their thermostat set at a certain temperature. Well, if nobody's there, why not lower the thermostat? Okay, smart thermostats will do that for you. Some of them actually learn what your habits are and then it adjusts the temperature accordingly. So, you go to work, kids go to school, thermostat recognizes, believe it or not, that there's nobody in the house because it has a motion type sensor. And it says, hey, why should I keep the thermostat at, say, 78 degrees for cooling? Let me raise it up to maybe 79. That 1 degree could be a tremendous savings, believe it or not. And the same way with the heating. You keep your thermostat on maybe 68 degrees. Everybody went to work, everybody went to school. Thermostat looks around and says, well, there's nobody here. Let me just drop it a degree. Now, it's not going to drop at 4 or 5 degrees. It's got a set point. But the smart thermostats, basically, they do all the thinking for you.
Well, that's pretty wild that my thermostat might be smarter than me. But that's a
Absolutely.
good thing. And amazingly, that lowering or raising 1 degree can have quite the financial impact.
Absolutely, Andre. It's amazing what can be done by just following simple rules of thumb. And the smart thermostat can do it for you. And again, go to the SaveGreen marketplace. And basically, there's some very, very generous offers. There are different types of thermostats. Find one to suit your need. One of the things with the QHEC Plus is when the auditor comes out to your house and you've purchased one of those thermostats through our marketplace, providing it's compatible with your equipment, the auditor will install that for you.
Very nice. Very nice. Now, I do want to mention that New Jersey Natural Gas has this You Save, We Donate sweepstakes. Maybe you could just tell us a little bit about that.
Absolutely. I'm glad you asked. That's the sweepstakes that we have right now where we have customers basically, we have a survey, how do you save energy? That could be found on our Facebook page, the Instagram page. And what it is for each response that we get from customers, what we will do is we will donate $5 to Fulfill and to the Interfaith Food Pantry. We will match up to $10,000 for these local community outreaches. And basically, the nice thing about it too is you can win basically a $25 gift card for Lowe's and a family 6-pack of Blue Claws tickets. What happens is every Tuesday, and today's the day, we come out with a new question. And basically on Friday, we pick 2 winners.
Very cool.
So it's very easy to do. It's just basically a poll that you take. And by participating, you can kind of win some prizes, and in doing so, we're helping out these local communities. So that's really a nice gesture on the New Jersey Natural Gas's part, that's for sure.
Well, once again, New Jersey Natural Gas is a very community-minded organization, of course, a great supporter of SCAN, and that's one of the things that we love about New Jersey Natural Gas.
That's great. Also, with that particular You Save, We Donate, there are past questions. And although you can't win a prize for that because it's already taken place, that will add to the amount of money. By just answering those past questions, we will donate that money, even though you can't win a prize for that one. But every week, there's new questions, new recommendations, new ways for you to tell us, how do you save money? And it's a simple poll. And basically,
now, Gary, do we go on your website to get that info?
Yeah, if you go, actually, I'm sure everybody's a Facebook user or an Instagram user. And if you just Google New Jersey natural gas, basically when you're on those websites, it'll bring you right to it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's very easy. I did it myself. And if I can do it, you know how I am with computers, we're not going to talk about that.
We're not
But
going to talk about that.
so, go to those two, whatever your favorite site is, and participate in the program. A chance to win some neat prizes, and we donate $5 for each response to those local charities.
It's win-win-win. Definitely
It's
take
win.
advantage of that.
It's
I
when
love
you
it.
save, we donate. That's what it is.
All right. Well, Gary Pavarnik from New Jersey Natural Gas. Naturally, it's always a pleasure to speak with you. I appreciate you being my guest.
Again, Andre, it's always a pleasure to meet with you also. I really enjoy doing these.
Good.
It's very interesting, as we get new programs, we want to pass it along to the homeowners. And I know, a lot of people are not aware of these programs. And there's free
Yes.
money. There's free money out there, and it's easy to do. It's easy to do,
We always say at SCAN, all these resources, all these benefits, they mean nothing if you don't know about them, and then you can't take advantage of them. But we've got the website on the screen, and you can always go to New Jersey Natural Gas's website. I definitely think that, listen, the goal right now is to stay cool, stay hydrated. But in, a few short months, you're going to want to stay warm. And now is the time to figure out if your heating equipment is up to snuff and is going to be able to keep you warm and comfortable. And we all want to be comfortable in our own home. That's the goal.
That's our goal also. And remember what Andre said, don't wait till the cold days. There's nothing wrong with turning your furnace on in September, October, just to make sure that it starts,
But
because
it actually turns on. Yeah,
it turns on, because once you find out during the cold season that it don't work, you're going to be in a long line to try to get somebody out there to fix it for you. So
absolutely
be
true.
proactive, get ahead of the
Yes.
game.
Yes. All right, out there, remember, if it's important to you, it's important to us. I'm Andrea Tarr, and we'll see you next time on Scan FYI. Bye, everyone. Bye,
So long,
Gary.
have a great day.
Stay warm, stay cool.
Stay
Stay
cool.
cool, everyone.